In today's video, I'm going to discuss about the mental upgradation for the new viewer, because recently we have entered to the new year and we have to rework, or we have to start the rethink how we work and how we approach from the start of the first day, because we already lost or already accomplished lot of thing in the past year, and if there is any step that is remaining to make upgrade, or we haven't been so much focused, so much productive, or we lagging in terms of our self care or the personal well-being, or learning and creativity. So all this requires a few shift in our mindset and your intention and our approach to conquer our next goal. So the first thing that I will be discussing about the focus and productivity, because we have to intentional we have to cultivate the skill of intentional prioritization, because as a human being we are so much lost in the uh, ongoing demands or the flow of our lifestyle, or we are working randomly all these things. So instead of doing out of our daily activity, we should deliberately and due diligently we have to intentionally we have to set the priorities, because starting each of the day with identify the top 2 to 3 bigger things or the task that is directly proportional to the moving needle of your growth. That is the key thing. Second thing is, if we have not blocking our time for the that specific task, it means that we are blocked by the other demands and other requirements from our surround. So specific block of our creative work, when we are highly, we have a optimized energy, or whatever the biological energy level is high, then it will create a more impact than working randomly on the non-scheduling work, or the where our attention is so much prone to the upcoming uh, engagement with our other peers and work itself. And we have to cultivate also the mindful moments by incorporating short mindfulness exercise like a breathing exercise, or the journaling, or the brain dumping. All these things is very crucial, and it looks like it's very silly or very easy, but sometimes the greatest idea or the greatest solutions come on this short term mindfulness moment. And fourth is distraction detoxification, because identifying our biggest distraction and creating the strategy to combat those distraction is the non-negotiable thing for us, because if we are caught up in the loop of distractions by communications, by commuting, or by answering the questions, or answering the emails, or every chat, every notifications. So these are the triggers where we have to become aware of, and we can keep ourselves away from the distraction. So we have to use like we have to set the phone limits, or the design workspace, or the conditioning environment that triggering us to work on our most important task. And active breaks, because lot of in high performance work, or the workload is now it become a symbol of the badge of the status. It looks like that if you are working hard longer hours, it's the good thing, but eventually if you didn't get any outcome by spending whole bunch of time on doing the creative work, and this may lead to the burnout also. So taking active breaks by in terms of physical, in terms of mental as well, and in terms of something that it will break the pattern of constant sitting down, or the steadiness of our workflow. So taking active breaks like a 5 minute after the 30 to 35 minutes of work is also the rejuvenating thing to do. And the second concept is, we have to upgrade our mindset on the resilience, because sometimes we are working lonely, or as a solopreneur journey, we have to do all these things with us, and we have to simultaneously juggling with our personal life, as well as our current job, as well as our entrepreneur journey. So having the skill of resilience is the only thing that is going to protect you and equip you to combat all the upcoming challenges, mental or physical, or the how to deal with the our day-to-day daily chaos or uncertainty like that. So we have to cultivate the optimism, practicing gratitude and focus on the solution instead of focusing on the all the problems and not doing at all. Not try to ask, not try to get support, and try to figuring out everything by own is the challenge. So we have to become optimism when it's come to cultivating the resilience for our creative work, and embracing the challenge, because viewing challenge as an opportunity for growth and learning rather than obstacles. Because a little bit of because we there is no growth without any kind of challenge, and if we are looking for the shortcut and the easy path, so that also is going to give the outcome which is also the short term based and instant gratification seeking. Self compassion, treat ourselves with the same kindness you would offer for a friend. Forgive our mistakes or the acknowledge our efforts that we are working something tangible on our uh, goals or in our projects. And failure as a feedback, because sometimes we're trying to do something in terms of our career or in our side hustles, but the if we facing some kind of failure in the first instance, then instead of going back looping back to the self sabotagation and uh, criticizing ourselves and sabotaging ourselves to even go with the next move or the next strategy, it will get banned. And if we are solely focusing on the obstacles, but if we are thinking as a feedback, then we can analyze our setbacks and without judgment, and we can move forward from there itself. And a growth mindset is come when we are not operating from the desperation, from the instant gratification, or from the outer influence, or what the so-called the gurus are telling us to do, and if we are failing to do according with that system or the what they are advising or they are following, it is unique to themselves or unique to each and every person. So we should look from the space, we should work from the space of forgiveness, from the space of abundance, because there is a every because for everyone there is a chances, for everyone there is a some kind of growth is hidden, but we have to embark on this opportunity by cultivating the abundance mindset instead of uh, lack of instead of lacking mindset or the unabundance mindset. Third aspect is the learning and creativity, because as a knowledge worker, as a side hustler, or as a coach, or if you are working in the education or influencer, or creating content business growth like that, then creativity and learning is the key thing, and we cannot escape ourselves from the lifelong learning strategy. And curiosity is a key, because curiosity is like working like a magic, and it is, and if we are doomed by ourselves with our efforts and idea, and we stumble on that I haven't any idea, already all the ideas or the concept has been already done in the history on the past, there is nothing left for myself, all these things is the bullshit. Because curiosity generating by the asking the questions and figuring out the thing which is we are facing for ourselves in our career, in our job, or in our profession, and exploring new topics and synthesizing the new topic and collecting all these things, queuing all these things and curating all these things will invoke our curiosity from the top notch percentage. And knowledge expansion, by knowledge expansion there is nowadays there is a always there is a what can I say, there is a debate that whether we should go specific micro niching or specific teaching, or what if we have a different kinds of interest and obsession. So we should, if we are focusing on the obsession, then it is working for us by reading books or listening to podcasts or listening to interviews in your same industry or the same field what we are trying to do, or the taking some online course or having the mentoring investment in ourselves is the greatest way to expand our knowledge. And creative exploration, like engage in the activity that spark our creativity, writing, painting, playing music, whatever inspires us, or whatever the thing which is spontaneous to us, it is likely to be comes from our childhood, because we cannot set consciously that this is the activity. If you're not enjoying that activity, though, nothing is going to be sparking in the creative aspects. And ideal or idea journaling, keep a notebook, digital or the physical, to capture ideas or the insight from books, or inspiration or realizations come through us. Because once we realize something from any literature, when we get goes in the channel of inspiration, and this inspiration lead to get a transformation. So, and seek the diverse perspective, because if we are caught up in our own perspective, single-minded perspective, or single approach perspective, it will give the linear solutions. But if we are expanding our perspective in the first person, second person, and third persons, that's give the ultimate results and outcomes what we are desire for.